The year is 2023, the date is the 1st of January, and it is about that time of the season every football fan waits for, to see how their club changes the sequence, how the managers change their tides, how the managers look at the other things and change their way of play or change a few players here and there to give them just a boost in every title ambition that they have for the rest of the season. And we are also here. It is the transfer special, guys, and welcome back to another episode, the very first transfer special of this channel, if I may say, this particular playlist or this particular series. And also it is the very first time we are doing transfers officially, like real transfers, because remember when we started the season we did not do it this way. It was something different. It was like I should say we only did a few transfers we had already found when we had like literally no money, 1 or 2 transfers to start the season just to bolster our position. But now it is time to do a particularly wonderful transfer sequence. And before we begin that, let us play the intro. Now we just have to go through the squad in general and look at what we need to improve. The squad planner helps us a lot with that. We can do that through the squad planner or just the squad list in itself. When you look at this squad particularly, I don't think there is much to be improved in any position, because these players have been performing to the point or to the level where I'm loving what I'm seeing as of now. Currently speaking, I love what I'm seeing with this club. The goalkeeping position, let's go to the squad planner and scrutinize it and see what we need to improve. Under goalkeepers, I have De Gea, who is our first choice goalkeeper. And by the way, David De Gea, just a couple of days ago, he signed a new 3-year contract with us, and he is constructed to us until 2025. So David De Gea is still with us. I felt like maybe I could have released him or sold him, but just keep him to the club as just an official offer to the club that Manchester United were David De Gea and David De Gea was Manchester United. So dude is not for sale and is contracted to the club till 2025. So we have a first choice goalkeeper. That should not be a problem. Then our backup keeper, Jack Butland, on loan from Crystal Palace, I believe. Yeah, he's on loan from Crystal Palace. His contract is going to expire at the end of the season, definitely, and I am not going to buy him. I haven't played him much. We have an optional contract extension, but we can extend the contract, or we can also oh, these are just the clauses. I thought we were able to buy him. We had provided a buyout offer, but there is none. He's just on loan. So Jack Butland at the end of the season will go. By then I think we will have the opportunity to look for a goalkeeper. And then Nathan Bishop, our 23-year-old emergency backup goalkeeper, I think he will just maintain his position, his anticipated position. Tom Heaton's contract expires at the end of the season, and I'm not going to renew it. I think it's about time Tom Heaton left the club. He's too old for us anyway. He has an injury. He has gone home with a flu. I think it's a flu. Yeah, it's a flu, and he has already been out for a day, but he'll be out for a couple of days, maybe 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks? Where's the injury information? Yeah, fitness flu, recuperating at home, and expected to be out for 2 weeks from a flu. I sent him home. I didn't want him at the club. That's why you see both Butland and Bishop have jumped him on the squad planner recently. When you go to the left side of the field, Luke Shaw, he is still there and there is a bid for him. Let's look at that. Newcastle United are amongst the favourites to sign Shaw and have reportedly made an offer, but Tottenham are also said to be very interested. Newcastle and Tottenham are interested in signing Luke Shaw, and they have already provided the first offers. Newcastle have given us a 43.5 million transfer offer for Luke Shaw, whom I don't want to lose. Our 27-year-old fullback is just the epitome of what we need currently under Manchester United. His contract is set to expire in 2024. We still have him. He is a very, very good complete wing back, a guy who has been showing us what he's capable of, and also he's not so injury susceptible as compared to the currently what is happening in real life. So Luke Shaw is here to stay unless I receive an offer of like over 60 million or something. Then I might reconsider my options. Lisandro Martinez is a centre back and can also play the same position. Shaw and Malacia are the primary wing backs at this position. Dalot is also here, but Diogo Dalot is going. Diogo Dalot is, I think it should be gone already. Will not be a Man United player, having agreed to move to Benfica. When is it transferred? It's today. He's supposed to be going away today. Diogo Dalot is leaving us, and then we will have something to think about our wing backs. Brandon Williams, though, our breakthrough prospect, is here to stay. I decided it. Brandon Williams is here to stay. Contract details, he is here up to 2025. I renewed his contract recently, so Brandon is here to stay. And then I think we have 1, 2, 3 players in this position. So this position is kind of filled up, I should say. I don't think I will look for another position unless something happens that forces Luke Shaw to leave, because when interests come from bigger clubs and also interesting clubs, to be sincere, I will maybe consider releasing him. Yeah, okay. So and the center back, we have Rafael Varane, who currently our center back has been seriously affected by injury proneness. His injury risk is very high, and I'll have to see what to do about that. Though we have Lisandro Martinez is there, Maguire is there, Phil Jones, our player, he is going to be away. He's gone. I don't think Phil Jones will ever come back to the squad. Scott is a tenacious midfielder, but can play this position. Okay, as a centre back. I would rather prefer using McTominay as a midfielder, but I'm going to move him higher inside on the list. Then also our new signing Malik Theo has arrived. Malik Theo has joined us on loan from AC Milan. Yeah, and his contract is set to expire at the end of the season, so he's not here for long. He's just on loan for half a season. The clauses, he can be recalled, cannot be terminated, and he can play in cup matches. We are going to use him quite a while because of the injury susceptibility that our player has. And also information about this guy, he's eligible to play for Germany, Finland and England. I never knew anything about that. I didn't watch that. Okay, just look at his stats. No, nothing yet for us. His form, nothing yet for us. Those are just analyses that will happen. We will see once he starts playing for us. But Malik Theo has joined us. Our first loan, our first move of the season, and this is our first player that we welcome into the club this season. They are the same players for the same position here, and just the same way I did the other side, just move these guys above Phil Jones on the squad planner. On the right now is where we have a huge problem, and this is going to be our first focus in this transfer window, to look for a player here. Diogo Dalot is leaving, you know that. Wan-Bissaka, whom I'm generally going to move above Diallo on the list, because Dalot is already gone. No, yeah. And also Brandon Williams, I'm going to move above Dalot. Wan-Bissaka is going to be our starting wing back, full back, and then Williams, who can play on the right and also on the left, a very versatile player, will be our substitute. But I want to go for someone new, a new wing back, a new full back. I must go for a new full back in this transfer window of ours. When you come to the midfield, Casemiro is injured and will be out for 11 days to 3 weeks because of a twisted ankle. This is an injury that occurred during the past few games that we have had, and also it's definitely affecting us. Sabitzer is the other one that is on that list. Fred Fred wants to go out on loan, and though there is still no interest from anyone, Fred wants to go out on loan because I've just seen that somewhere. Wants to go out on loan to help secure a permanent move. He is a high influential player, but I've just not found him to be soothing. He has just not jazzed me. Like the way a player can just touch you from the first day of arrival, and you can feel the player is worth it. Fred has just not been that guy for me, and for that reason I am going to set Fred available for loan. Yeah, I'm going to set Fred available for loan and just wait to see how the offers are, and then we can counter those offers the way they are. I'm not going to transfer list him for now. I want to secure a loan move first. So it is he's going to be listed for loan, then transfer status is not set, but I'm going to loan him for him to be able to move in the end. Or should I just sell him? Okay, let's just transfer list him. My client will be very interested in speaking to other clubs. Okay, wonderful. Let's transfer list him and let's loan list him and see what offers we receive first for Fred. I'm really sorry, dude. Fred, I think he's a very good player. I mean, 2.5 star rated ball winning midfielder, a very good backup player, a squad player in my eyes, or a rotational player. But Fred has just not given me what I want. I've given him a few games to play. He has made a couple of appearances for us, and he has played twice in the Europa League, an average rating of 7.02. That's not bad. He has 1 goal, that's good enough. But just 6 substitute appearances in the Premier League, 1 appearance in the Carabao Cup, and his form, he has not been that bad. In the couple of games he's played, he has maintained a rating of 6 point something and above. But it's not that type of player I'm looking to play with. I already have a good ball-winning midfielder. He is very versatile to grow as a segundo volante, but I think his growth has just reached its potential is just at a 3, and I want top players to be able to move this United squad and take them to a title one day in the end. So Fred, I'm ready to lose him. Scott McTominay is here to stay. I believe he's a very good substitute for us. He comes on with opportunities. And also in the absence of Casemiro, Scott McTominay is going to get a lot of game time in terms of that. Casemiro's injury has given him the opportunity to come into the squad and continue his good streak for Manchester United. So Scott McTominay, you're here to stay. Lovely. Eriksen is also there. He's a regular starter. He will also be getting game time in the absence of Casemiro. Tom Huddlestone, though. Tom Huddlestone, I haven't used him at all this season, I believe. He's 36 years old. His contract expires at the end of the season. I'm not renewing it. So Tom, he may be here to stay. What about if I transfer list him? No major interest from any clubs. Oh, he cannot. Yeah, I cannot transfer list him. His contract ends at the end of the season. Oh, I remember there was an email I received about Tom that he will be retiring at the end of this season, so I cannot transfer list him. So Tom, he has just lost his groove with the club and will be able to just stay down there. So, and also above that, let's make a couple of movements on the list. I would rather say, yeah, all those players the way they are. Marcel Sabitzer, he has been okay. I will consider maybe buying him at the end of the season if he impresses the way I want. But for now, Sabitzer, he's on loan from Bayern. But I don't think I will buy him. We'll wait and see. We'll just wait and see. The 28-year-old, I want versus the young midfielders. I'm also going to tune up the midfield a lot, and those are just the same players for the other position. Our inverted forward Anthony has been just performing wonderful. Sancho is there, Garnacho is there, Elanga, then Ilias Akomach, our breakthrough prospect from Barcelona, has also arrived. You remember we had made 2 signings to the start of this season. The other one was Ilias Akomach from Barcelona. He was an 18-year-old winger, and he is arrived. He is home. Welcome, Ilias. Now, the first thing I want to do with Ilias, he has 2-star potential to play for the first team. That's what I can say. He has potential to play for the first team, but I want to take him to the under 21s to be able to get a bit more game time and to be able to development, move to available for under 21 squad. Yeah, it's okay. He's okay, dude. I can when he's ready I will move him to the senior squad, but for now he is going to play for the under 21s. When he's available I will move him to the senior squad. Manchester United under 21s. Elia Hasako match for the future. Dude, you are for the future. This is going to be a long series and we want this guy to be part of us for a while. And Elia Hasako match, remember the name. This guy will come to really grow and influence big time in this particular series of ours and our growth. So Ilyas Hakomach for the future, he is there. We'll just have to wait and see how he grows and how he performs and everything. Look at someone like Anthony Elanga. He's already 20, so we are giving him game time and he's performing at a top level and also really growing. So Elanga, Akomach, those are players that we want to keep. Those are players that we will see what to do about them. Then the other position of jeopardy is this one. Bruno Fernandes has intense, and when I say intense, I mean intense interest from Paris Saint-Germain. Bruno is seriously wanted by the French club. Major interest from PSG, and PSG have reportedly made Fernandes their primary target and they want to sign him at the end of the season. Though Bruno has contracted himself to us, we wouldn't deny a really huge money transfer, and we already have the perfect position to try and counter that effect if Bruno were to leave. He's 28 as of now. He's at his peak, performing at his greatest level yet, and I'm really happy about that. But if Bruno were to leave, I have an idea for that and I am going to make that known soon enough. But Bruno, for now, he stays and he is here. Christian Eriksen is the other one who can play the same position. Anthony, you remember wanted to sell Van de Beek, but he's here to stay. Ilyas Hakomach, so we are not buying any attacking midfield at this position. We are happy with that. Rashford is here. His fitness is a bit low though. Marcus Rashford is here for us to stay. He got injured a couple of episodes. Sancho can play in the same position. Martial can play in the same position, but we prefer having him up front. Garnacho is there. Elanga is there for the same position. We don't think we need any forward players currently. Vegost still on loan. At the end of the season now, we will maybe look for a striker. But Anthony Martial, this guy has just been in his best form. This has just been his best year yet. So Martial remains our starting striker. Vegost remains our... how should we say, Vegas will remain our substitute striker, but Martial, who has had a perfect and enjoyable season so far, remains to be our starting striker up to this position. So definitely I'm not going to change a couple of things for this squad, but we are really going to look for a player on the right back. We need to look for a right back soon, and that is going to be our first primary goal, to look for this particular right back. Apart from the right back, we have already signed 2, and then now it's time to check for the offers and transfers and everything that else that is coming in for us. A couple of offers have already been brought in by a couple of clubs. One that you already saw was the offer from how should we call it, Newcastle, for Luke Shaw. Also, Axel Tuanzebe rejected the offer to join Ajax. Ajax had the opportunity to trigger his transfer clause because he was on loan at Ajax, but Tuanzebe rejected it. Bjorn Heidley has our 20-year-old fullback from the academy, has 3 offers on his head. It will be nice to look at a couple of those ones and just see what to do with this dude. Hadley, I haven't heard much of him. He has offers from NSC Breda, he has offers from Dave Craftshop and also Almere City. Who is this guy? Is he in our squad? I've never heard of this Jon Hadley guy, but he has offers from, these are like Dutch, is it second division or just the Dutch, the Eredivisie? These are like Dutch Eredivisie or second division squads. But Bjorn Hadley, he is Suriname, from Suriname. Okay, so there are offers from Almere City, De Graafschap, and NSC Breda. His potential is not that high, so we can let him go. We are united. We build stars. And if his potential is that low, I already accepted all of them. We also have an offer for Willy Kambwala, our 18-year-old central defender from Aston Villa. His potential to grow was really high, and I would have loved to use Kambwala in the squad, but I feel like he's just not that for us, so we have accepted the offer from Aston Villa. Now it is up to him to discuss it with Aston Villa, and also if he rejects them, his current ability is only 1 star. He's only 18, so I won't blame him for that, but there are available players that I have in mind, so Kambwala will be one on the list to really let go of. There are interests from Brentford, Palace, Everton, Fulham, Southampton, and also Leicester. So we'll see which clubs go for him. Aston Villa made a bid of 4 million. I took it up to they made a bid of 2.3 million. I took it up to 4 million, and they accepted. So it's up to them to speak to Kambwala. Luke Shaw now. This is the transfer offer that has been made, and I have not yet discussed and looked at it. Luke Shaw, the 27-year-old wing-back, is wanted by Newcastle. You remember Newcastle grabbed Kieran Trippier from Tottenham in a very interesting transfer saga. I never believed Tottenham were ready to let Trippier go, but Trippier at Tottenham was just not performing. But all of a sudden, when he went to Newcastle, dude was performing. But Luke Shaw, let's have a look at the contract. Isn't interested in speaking to Newcastle. Thank you. So this one is a straight reject, but let's just look at the offer. They wanted to pay 35 million upfront and then 8 million over 2 12-month installments for Luke Shaw. Sorry, Newcastle, I'm going to reject. Reject all transfer offers for Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw is not going to leave Manchester United for the rest of the season. We still have him with us, and I don't think I am ready to lose him because I only have cash to look for one wing back. I don't have enough money to look for another wing back. Even with 35 million, I won't have enough to do the same. So Luke Shaw is there to stay. Diogo Dalot is leaving, joins Benfica today. At the end of today, we will have lost Diogo Dalot. And also there were 2 offers for our inform under 21 striker Mateo Mejia. The 2 offers were from which are the teams? Our 19, not 18. But this guy, to be sincere, their interest is from Sacuta Deportivo and are believed to be close to sealing the transfer. Sacuta Deportivo. Which club is this? Is it a Colombian squad? A Colombian club? Los Motelones. He is it's a Colombian club. Okay. So Mateo Mejia is wanted back home by, look at the head coach, Bernardo Redding. He is wanted back home by his hometown or home club. The personality is not that high, but Mejia, this guy has been really performing great for us this season. It's only that his potential is a bit too low for the level of the Manchester United squad. We can just say this was one of his best seasons so far, but it's just unfortunate that I cannot do anything much for him. Major appearance for the first 11 club, but if we just look at the stats and the form this guy has been in, 7 goals in 5 Papa John's Trophy appearances. His form has just been lit. Just look at the numbers this guy has been putting. This guy's been putting incredible numbers, and it's just based on our system, our format, the way we play. 23 appearances, 26 goals, 1 assist, 8 players of the match. Someone I would really love to keep, but according to Football Manager, he's just not perfect enough for the squad. I would have maybe grown him, increased his potential, but I will be not happy, but I will maybe consider losing Mateo Mejia to another club at this point, definitely. So that's the first of many. And also just going through our inbox to see if there were any offers of late. Silva, this is Marco Silva. These are from our last game against Fulham, when we beat Fulham by 3 goals to 1. He continues to back officials. Just a few answers a few questions. We're going to send our assistant to the post-match press conference and just see much else. Rafael Varane says raises his fitness concerns. Varane was stellar in that performance. He scored a goal. Our centre back scored a goal. I guess it was from a corner, so we're just going to praise him and see what else we have for him. So yeah, after that, let's see how else the transfer window opens up. To come on to solve our little right wing problem, I remember creating a recruitment focus for the scouts to look for a couple of right wings for me, and these are the answers they came up with, and we're just going to go through them one by one and see if the scouts really have enough knowledge for what we really need. For the first one is Max Aarons from Norwich City. He's a wing back. Just definitely want to see which position, how his stats are. I wouldn't mind signing someone better than Wan-Bissaka at this moment, to be honest, because I need a wing back who can play a bowling wing back. Diogo Dalot was better than Wan-Bissaka, but we fell out with him and he just had to leave. He felt he needed better than what I was offering. So the first player we have on our list is Max Aarons from Norwich City, 22 years of age, and the recommendation for his signing is a whooping A-, a green. And that is wonderful, something I would love to see why he is so preferred for the signing. Dude has a potential of 2.5 star, and his very good rating 3.5 star for his future. His contract details, something I love to see. He has already under 181 appearances for Norwich City, and he has scored 5 goals. Let us look at his transfer status. Main interest is from Crystal Palace, are rumored to be interested in this particular player. His contract in Norwich, his transfer value has been crossed. I don't know why, but if we were to buy him, let's see what his agent will tell us the club want initially in the first place, because I've seen his transfer status as like transfer value has been like crossed. Let's say we are interested in signing him and see what the agent will tell us. I believe Norwich wants something between 42 and 50 million to make a deal possible. They think Aarons has a lot of potential. Salary between 4.3 to 5.8 million per year. Okay, let us just store that transfer idea for a second. 42 million is quite a lot. Our transfer budget is not that high, but we will see what to do. If we find what we want, we may maybe start paying in installments, something that I am always against, but yeah, if it is needed, it has to be done. The other idea is Benjamin Pavard. I think this dude just joined Man City recently, so Pavard is a no-go for me. Then the other one is Denzel Dumfries, 26 years of age, a player I had in mind definitely from the start of this career, and I'm happy that our scouts went on to look for him. The other one is Tariq Lamptey from Brighton, a very good wing back, I should say, and Wilfred Singo from Torino. Let us look at the information about Denzel Dumfries. Denzel Justus Morris Dumfries. These players' names are really interesting and really sweet to the ear once you know a complete player's name, something that even some commentators maybe don't. But Denzel Dumfries, he is 26 years old, contracted to Inter Milan, the Serie A side. He's a winger, he is a wing back, he is a fullback. Dude can play in any position. 44 appearances for Inter Milan, 5 goals. For PSV, I think is where he played on the wing. 89 appearances, 13 goals. This Dutch guy is just has it all, I should say. Looking at his attributes, just look at his positioning. Then this stats. His pace is 18, something you want to see from a complete wing back. Acceleration 17, aggression 16, definition 16, off the ball 17, heading is 16. And then for the transfer status, there are no interested clubs. Now let's just discuss with the agent and see what the agent can tell us. Inter Milan will bet between 95 and 116 million to make a deal possible. They are not prepared to sell Dumfries mid-season. Want a salary between 12 and 15 million. Okay, that cash has set me off. 95 to 116 million. Wow, that's a lot of money. I don't have that as it currently stands. if you look at my transfer budget, I think it's just about 25 million or something, just not much. It's 19 million currently. Wow, it's lower than I expected. The transfer budget is just 19 million. If I want to find a wing back, I think I will have to approach the board. Yeah, I think I'll have to approach the board. Make a board request. Finances, increase transfer budget. Please accept this. I need some money. Do my overall balance, man, I'm below average. I'm using money like I really don't need it. But January we have to make a few transfers, we have to make a few sales, and we also have to make a few purchases. For in terms of sales though, I don't have anyone who I don't think I have anyone who is willing to go in terms of sales. Then the other player I would love to look at is definitely this guy. Apart from Denzel Dumfries, the other player I had in mind has to be this Bayer Leverkusen wingback Jeremy Frimpong. Man, this is a guy one wants to sign each and every time of the year. His current transfer value is 72 million. If I can make an offer and get Jeremy Frimpong, my friend, I'll be a happy manager. This is going to be our first goal. Let's just see his transfer status. Then we see how much they believe Bayer Leverkusen will want around 72 million to make a deal possible. Frimpong has a minimum fee release close to his value. We want a salary between 5 and 6 million. That's nice. Can we contest the purchase price? I'm not worried about the salary. There's no demands in terms of his salary are too high on taking as I look at that merit the level of playing time. 20 any promises. What should I do? His salary is just about okay. Let's contest his salary and see. 4.7 and 6.0. That's not bad. I can't contest my amount of cash. Okay, so I will agree to that. And then we have our first offer to make for this transfer window. Let's make an offer. Oh, they can agree. They are reluctant to allow this player to leave on loan due to his first team commitment. However, they may be persuaded to consider their stance should they be presented an offer too good to be turned down, especially if it includes a sensible future fee. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is to make a transfer offer for Jeremy Frimpong and then a loan offer at a later date. We have a couple of amounts. Let's first see how much do we have in terms of transfers. 19 million. If I were to make an offer, I made a request to the board. Let's first see how the board will respond and then see what to do. If the board allowed to increase the transfer budget, I may make a transfer offer for Jeremy Frimpong and buy him. If they do not, I will make a loan offer and then maybe buy him at the end of the season. So first things first, let's wait for the board to respond and see what we have. Unfortunately, the board have rejected my offer for increasing the transfer budget. We are not currently going to consider due to the club's present financial situation. I mean, I can believe them. I'll have to, like, yeah, I can agree with them. Our finances have not really handled my finances that well. Like I can say I'm new to the game. That's the excuse I can give. I don't have a lot that much on any of this, so the finances I've not handled them very well. So I'll just have to do with whatever I have, and I really have made up my mind. I need. There have been offers for Omari Fosun for a loan, and I've accepted both of them. These were offers from, I think it was Ipswich and Swindon Town. Yeah, if I'm not wrong, offers from Ipswich and Swindon Town. Like, let's have a look. Yeah, it was loan offer from Ipswich. Oh, it's Portsmouth. Loan offer from Ipswich and Portsmouth. And Omari Fosun, I think, is available now to go on loan. Before anything else now, I think we are going to make an offer for Jeremy Frimpong. So follow up on your interest in Jeremy Frimpong. They will want 72 million. Follow up interest on Denzel Dumfries. I was looking at these two players, both Denzel Dumfries and Jeremy Frimpong, but Dumfries' fee is just a bit too high. I don't think they would loan him out. Also Max Aarons, he is there, but not just what I need. I'm going to go for Jeremy Frimpong. I'm going to make the offer, and it's going to be a loan offer initially with a very substantial future fee, so that Bayer Leverkusen can agree. I need a player right now. I don't just have the money that can get him initially, all of that, but we can do that with the loan. Two loan of players. Hasn't get that by straight to a maximum rate players. His release clause is as minimum of 72 million. The Manchester board will allow you to offer wages of up to 3 million per annum for this player. Okay, so we have playing monthly fee. How much should I keep? How much should I give this? I don't know anything. They just haven't suggested anything yet. Okay, so let's see. Let's start with this one. Agreed playing time is a regular starter. He will let me add a clause of a future fee after competition. Future fee. Okay, optional future fee. Is it the optional future? Mandatory future fee. 72 million is a bit too high. Let's say the future fee, we placed it at 52 million. Playing monthly fee, let's place it at 100. Let's say 250. Unused, the same amount, or will they want higher? Salary percentage, I'm going to pay, the board can only allow me to use 3.0 million. Okay, I'm going to pay 70%. Unused, I will pay 80. Loan duration till the end of the season. Future additional clause, let us see about that. Maybe increase that to something like 350, 300. Suggest terms. This first income, however, you may proceed to consider the stance should they be preserved too good for to be transferred a sensible future fee. Okay, so let's leave this monthly fee as that, and then the future fee I put it at 68 million. I've already used my first suggested terms. Future fee 68 million, and then 500,000 for the monthly fees. Make offer. Please don't reject me. If they reject, I don't know whether I will be able to even do anything above far past that position. 68 million future fee, 500,000 as the monthly fees or something like that. And there's also a transfer list notification for Saul from Atletico Madrid. I don't think oh, he's interested in a loan, very interested in loan. And which position does he play? What are his stats? What are his attributes? We may consider him the fact that Fred is leaving, maybe someone like a backup, but yeah, he's just not what we want currently. But Saul, nice knowing you, just not what we want as of now. While all this transfer saga is going on, Harry Maguire has been taken ill with food poisoning. Dude, like, this is a top tier club. How comes Maguire was food poisoned and will be out for 1 to 6 days, joining Arsenal, Tuanzebe and the others? And yeah, the injury list is not that high, but damn, how comes food poisoning in such a top tier club? It's not something I should expect. Okay, finally Bayer Leverkusen are back with their demands for Jeremy Frimpong. I've been waiting a while for this. Their demands are a bit really intense. Man, I never expected this. Okay, they're looking for a deal worth 14.5 million for Primfong. Subject to conditions, the transfer may eventually rise to 90 million. The loan is to the end of the season. The mandatory future fee is 68 million. Bonus upon winning the FA Cup is 7.25 million. Proposed playing time, I already placed it. 2.4 million playing monthly fee, 5.25 million unused monthly fee. Playing salary percentage 100, unused salary 100. Overall price when the deal becomes permanent is 82 million. I think I'm going to negotiate the playing salary and maybe the monthly fees for now, because the salary being 100%, man, that's a lot on my plate. It's about 3 million in terms of his salary, and the finances, I just don't have what it takes to give him that much amount. Okay, so this bonus upon winning the FA Cup, I wanted to deselect it, but nah. Okay, I'll accept that bonus for now, because I don't even know if we will be able to win the FA Cup, but we'll be looking, but we'll pay that bonus. His salary percentage, I would rather prefer just giving it an 80-80. Please guys, just accept this. If they reject at this point, believe me, it's done for us. The unused fee, if I were to say 1.8, 1,800,000, 1.8, yo, not 1.1. Say playing monthly for 1.8, and then unused monthly fee 4.3, 80 duration till the end of the season. Let's suggest the terms and hold our hearts. By Leverkusen have agreed. Thank you. At least the fee is not a whooping 2-point-something million. Dude, that's a lot of money. Okay, accept demands offer for Primfong, confirm, and the offer has been made finally according to the way Bayer Leverkusen want it. Now it's just up to us to wait and see whether Frimpong will accept our interest, and then move on with things the way we want them to. It's not easy, as also the next up we face Huddersfield Town in the FA Cup. I would like to sign Frimpong and have him in the club before then, but I don't think it will be that easy or just one way, so we'll have to wait and see. So let's build it from here and then wait and see how things just go, right? Yeah, wonderful. Okay, Frimpong's loan deal has been accepted. Now it is up to us to start negotiations with Jeremy Frimpong himself and see whether he will accept the long-term aim for the club. Sir will want to see progress made towards the club's long-term ambitions. Win a domestic cup in 2023-2024. Let's just leave it that way. Finalize those promises and agree. Okay, now it's time to negotiate the contract. His salary, they're saying 5.2 million per year, and initially it was just a little like 4 point something. What if I do 4? Nah, that's not what I wanted. I want 4.3 million. 4.3 M per year, and then the agent fee, everything is just like that. Wages after international appearances, I don't think those are needed, so I will leave it like that. And then the other clauses, that's not a lot of money. Let's suggest the terms and see. He still wants 5.9. okay, let's do 5 flat. Nah, 5 flat. $5 million flat. Suggest 5.9. One more attempt at this. 5.3. 5.3. 7. 5.6. 5.5. 100,000 is a lot. It can help us in a lot of places. 5.5. And they have accepted. Finally 5.5. We are just back to where we began. I don't even know why I increased it to 5.9 million, dude. Okay, so I've accepted. It was a tough negotiation, but finally everything between me and Jeremy Frimpong is done, and we have our first signing of the summer, Jeremy Frimpong. I would love to call this a successful transfer period. It's a loan though. It's just a loan up to the end of the season, but it's a step up. Offer is in for Willy Kambola from Everton. I'll just accept it. Wait, is it a loan offer? Oh, it's purchase. Okay, that I'll have to negotiate. Fees 1.9 installments. They pay installments 1.9 each. Let's see. Willy Kambola has trained brilliantly. Take on bigger challenges. Let's say we ask of 2.5 million from them. We want 2.5 million. Okay, so 2.5 million for Willy Kambola. Let's just accept that one, but he says he will prefer talking to Aston Villa. Chelsea make Facundo Torres bid. I'm not going to make a bid for Facundo Torres. I believe in the squad that I have, and I guess with that I would love to finish this episode here. Maybe just accept, see if I can get Jeremy Frimpong before the day ends. Today's Friday, January the 6th. We have an FA Cup tie on Saturday, the January the 7th with Huddersfield Town. If I were to able to bag Jeremy Frimpong now before we move on to the next one, I would be really happy. Maguire resumes light training. Cucuta Deportivo to sign Major. They have accepted. It's a future transfer, so I will leave that to that. Then send assistant to this press conference. That's not a press conference I want to attend, and we don't have him. So guys, I would like to stop the episode there. Thanks so much for watching. We'll continue from the next episode. We will welcome Jeremy Frimpong then, but we are happy. I'm happy to call this a successful transfer period, but though a few players have not been sold, we'll be touching on those as we move on, because the January is not yet over. It's far from over. A few players are not yet been sold, so we'll wait and see, and maybe get ahead in terms of everything else. But that will be that for this episode. Thanks so much guys for watching. Hope you subscribe at the end of the video. Make sure to like, make sure to comment your favorite transfer or the transfer that you would have wished I have made, and also comment transfers you wish me to make before the end of the transfer period. I still have money, remember. I still have money. I've just loaned Jeremy Frimpong. I still have some cash in the transfer tab. I think about 10 million, because I think 9 point something million is the one that went to the Frimpong deal. I have around 90. I still have the 19 million. Okay, so because of Jeremy Frimpong's when I loaned Jeremy Frimpong in, it didn't take much, but much of it will be paid at the end of the season. So guys, thanks so much for watching this episode. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.